Boys and girls, how's it going? Got a lesson for you tonight. This one's on improvising, playing lead guitar, and phrasing. I want to go over some basic concepts with you that I teach my students when they get to a certain point with scales and practicing the pentatonic scale. They need to learn how to improvise, and learn some of the techniques that are involved in guitar solos and playing lead guitar. So what I've done is sort of make up a couple of routines that really help with, making you sound like you know what the hell you're doing, pretty much. So start with the first concept. I want to basically go into time frames. Phrasing is so important, making you sound good and professional. One of the first things you want to do is get some control over your playing, right? So to be able to control how many beats you're playing is a real important thing, because rhythm is everything in music. And so you want to, instead of just like endlessly noodle, which a lot of people do in the beginning, which is totally understandable, you're just learning the scale. So playing it up and down to a backing track is normal, and then sort of just soloing non-stop is normal, but you really need to play in time frames. Like, say if you're playing to a medium tempo backing track or a fast backing track, I would recommend maybe 5 beats per lick. That means like every 8 beats you do a 5-beat lick and have like 3 beats to breathe before you go into another lick. Because if you just noodle non-stop aimlessly, I don't care what you're doing, if you're tapping with 10 fingers or sweeping at 220 beats per minute, it doesn't matter if it's not soulful. So you got to give every note in every beat the attention that it needs. So this is a good way to do that and really kind of develop that. So let's basically hear what that sounds like. The backing track I have now is moderate to fast tempo, I think, so it's going to be 5 beats will do. But if we had a slower beat, like a slow blues thing or something, or a really slow ballad, I would suggest doing like 3 beats and then leaving 1 beat to breathe, as long as you're not like just going endlessly with no end in sight noodling. That doesn't sound good, So let's but it is part of the process. But let's just go through this quick and I'll demonstrate what I'm talking about. So 5-beat licks. 'Tough to do at first, so you've got to really just sit there sometimes and just work out 5 quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 notes at a time, literally. Why go crazy trying to guesstimate when you can say do 5 quarter notes to the beat instead of developing a sense of rhythm? So sort of keep that in mind. The next thing you want to do, and this is a separate thing, or you can combine it with the first idea of sticking within 5 beats, but learning to double your licks. I basically will challenge my students a lot and be like, all right, you got to make up a lick, and then you got to play the same lick exactly the way you just played it, and in time to a backing track, same beats and everything. So if you come in on the 2, you're gonna have to come in on the 2, so let's kind of show you what I mean. So I'll do a lick. Alright, now I gotta do it exactly the same. Now I made that lick up, so you have to really, kind of work at this and develop this over time as well, but you gotta start slow. So you just sort of do a easy lick that you can, and then do it again. just kind of keep working that. Then you'll start another lick, and then you'll double that. And you just keep doing that, and you can really get a lot out of these doublings. So, doublings, you get it. Boys and girls, so that sounds really good. You know, you're really starting to feel the notes and the licks. You can start variation, you know, doing different endings and variations of the licks, but keeping the same rhythms and flows. So if you can start doubling your licks exactly, and then sort of getting into a system where you learn how to play a lick, improvised, and then work it, you know, that's going to be such a help for you in the future. So take these 2 tips and start playing them. Work to a backing track, you know, like play the E minor, 12th position. Look up on YouTube, E minor backing track, and whatever style of music you're into. Write down the notes from this lesson, kind of review what I was working out, you know, 5 beats on a fast tempo, 3 beats in a slow tempo, learning how to double your licks, and then, you know, repeat them, and then actually give them slight variations. So it's not really too advanced, but it does take some time to develop. So good luck, and I see you guys next time. You know, I'll have another improv lesson on my workout routine involving bending, vibrato, hammer on some pull-offs, cross-picking, that type of stuff. You know, like the bread and butter techniques for playing and making up your own licks. And you'll be practicing that to a backing track as well. So look to that lesson coming up soon, okay? All right, thanks. Talk to you later. Bye.